So I have this friend, his name's Simcha Levenberg, and I have actually a circle of friends who all are guys that are now pretty much rabbis, that Hasidic rabbis they weren't born that way, they were raised as secular Jews, and most of them were on like Grateful Dead tour in the late 90s, or you know, were in that scene, the Fish Grateful Dead scene, and then became religious. And one year we were all at Bonnaroo. I had a show there, and so I invited them to come because I wanted to spend Shabbos like at the festival, because at my show I had to be on stage Saturday night. So they all came, and basically we got like into this major fight while we were there. Everybody got really drunk. We started drinking whiskey at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, and by the time Friday night hit, you know, that we were all totally plastered, and we got really in this kind of big fight, and it turned into a food fight. And all the food that we had brought for Shabbos, we like, you know, were like jumping off tables and like throwing vats of hummus at each other, and like as the concert let out, so everyone was like coming back, passing the tent, and seeing like these rabbis, like, you know, covered in food, like beating the crap out of each other. And the next day, or like after that, you know, and then we were like hanging out with Phil Lesh, and then like the next night we stole a golf cart, and we were all like going around there. And so the next day, like Simcha wrote up this like whole sketch, like, or just recap of the events, and I was like, this is really funny. He's a really good writer, you know. We should make a movie out of this or something. And from that stemmed, you know, 5 years later, a couple of skits. And the skits are based on true stories that happened to us. Like one of them is called Mistaken Matis, and one time somebody really thought he was Matisyahu, and when he told me he wasn't, the guy got really upset at him and thought he was messing with him. And even though he pulled out his IDs and showed him that he in fact was not Matisyahu, the guy didn't believe him and thought they were fake IDs and got pretty angry at him. So we kind of made a skit based on that, called Mistaken Matis. And yeah, we're making a video for this new Hanukkah song that we just wrote called Miracle, and that's also going to be based on the same kind of ideas. Well, like I said, in 2005, we recorded live at Stubbs 1, and that was one concert that we recorded that went on to probably be one of the best-selling live records of all time. It sold like 800,000 copies or so, which is, for a live record, is pretty amazing. And it's really the record that kind of like really shot off my career. And I think for people that heard that record, there's a certain energy in it, and you hear the crowd in it, and I think it really got people to want to come and come to a Matisyahu show. So we decided to do like the next volume 2, and we recorded it this summer, and it's coming out now. It's not the same, it's different songs, but it's songs off of the record Youth and Light. And again, it's a very moody kind of record, I guess. It's got a lot of vibe to it. That's about it.